are you?
Good. Welcome, my friend.
Hi. I'm trying to get my camera up here.
Take your time.
There we
I
go.
love your hair. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
Is that natural?
Yes, this actually, I had French braids in all day, so this is just taken out of my braids.
I'm jealous. I wish my hair would do that.
Mine's been falling out like crazy, so I just for the day.
Fun it is. I love it. Oh, you've got a fun background. I literally have a comforter.
You know, it works. It works.
Because I'm in my laundry room. Because I'm hiding from my children. I love it. Welcome to the Reading Room After Dark. I'm so excited. This is your first interview?
Yep, very first one.
So happy. That's exciting. How? I don't understand. Your book is awesome. I don't understand how.
You know, I don't really have a lot of followers yet, so I'm hoping to start promoting it more, but
yeah.
You know, I got a family and I work full time, and then I try to write in my spare time, so it's slowly getting there, but
I feel that. I understand. Working with a family and doing your side quests is a challenge.
It is.
It really is.
It is a challenge. I love it. Okay, well, we are so excited to have Bethany Jones here with us tonight. She is the author of The Rise of the Twin Flames book, which is book 1 of the Veilborn trilogy. So excited. So this is a book in the romantasy realm with fae, witches, vampires, a school academy, and a little bit of a prophecy thrown in there to make it fun and exciting. And I'm so excited to have you on here and can't wait to chat with you. So welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay, so tell me what made you start writing.
Well, honestly, so I've loved writing my entire life. I think it started when I was 10. It started with the Harry Potter series. So my mom would take me to like every midnight showing and every book release. So that's just kind of been my life, been my entire life. And then my therapist actually told me about a year ago, she said, you know, Bethany, you should probably find a hobby that doesn't include your husband and kids. So I was like, well, there's not much I like to do other than reading, which I still did. But I listened to a lot of audiobooks, so I was still doing it with my kids and husband. So one day I just kind of sat down and I started writing, and the rest is history.
I love that.
Love it.
Gotta love that. Do something without your husband and your kids. I don't know if I would know how to do that.
Yeah, it's hard. It really is hard.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
They just kind of consume you, don't they?
They do. They really do.
So when you sat down to write that, what's your writing process like?
Chaos, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely chaos. But honestly, it's just once I get into that headspace, it kind of just it just takes me with it. There's sometimes that I like do the plotting. Like when I first started writing, I would plot out like my characters and like the biggest things that I want. But really, I think when I first started setting down, like I sat down and I wrote, and I probably wrote about a half of the first chapter, and then I skipped completely to the end and wrote the final 2 chapters. And then I went back and then I wrote a couple more chapters, and I was like, oh, I should really add a prologue. And so then I went back and did that, and it's just utter chaos, and somehow it came together at the end. So, you know.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite part or a least favorite part or both?
Of writing?
Yeah.
Honestly, the worst part is like when you're feeling so confident and you write like a really good scene and you just feel on top of the world, and then you go to write a word and you're like, how do you spell that? Like, I can't tell you how many times that I've like even with bananas, like I'll be like BANANA.
Yes, that's right.
I do that too with Gwen Stefani's song. Like I'm like, I can't spell it. I have to like sing it out.
I can just be writing away and feel like just amazing. And then a word will stick with me. And I'm like, I'm not cut out for this. I can't even spell this word.
You know what? Sometimes you just look at a word and you're like, is that right? Are we sure that's right? I don't know.
Yeah. The I before the E, except after C, I say that probably 45 times a day.
Yeah. I 100% get that. That is me. So sometimes you plot stuff out, sometimes you don't. I'm assuming it's more like, well, how is it? Like, is it you get like a crazy idea and you're like, ooh, I need to plot that out, write that down so I don't lose it? Is it, I know I want certain pieces? How does that thought process go for you?
There's lots of sticky notes. And then like, I just kind of like set them out and then I'll be like, okay, this should go here and this and here. And a lot of times I have a 2-hour daily commute. So there's a lot of times where I'm like, I'll think of something and then I'll like either text it to myself or I'll do a voice note. And yeah, there's a few big things that are going to happen that I know what to happen. But sometimes I don't even know how I get to that part. Like when I start writing, it literally just I'm just in it with whatever comes to mind. And sometimes I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can really get in, like I know exactly what I'm doing. And other times I'm just like, I do it and I don't even know I do it. And then when I realize I did it, I'm just like, oh, I'm such a badass, you know?
Yeah. We've talked to a lot of people who kind of say that like the story kind of plays in their head or like the characters live in their head. Is that the same for you or they just come out of nowhere for you?
Kind of both. I feel like the main characters are they're stuck in my head. I think about them 24/7. And then sometimes I'll be writing and then another character will just pop in out of nowhere and have no idea where that person came from, but
surprise. I like that. So when you are writing your characters, do you feel like you write yourself or your family into any of your characters?
I try really hard not to, especially the ones where I know that we're going to have like spicy scenes later. Definitely. But there's some times when I can, like, I'll read and I'll be like, oh man, that's definitely something my sister would do. You know, after I wrote it, I'm just like, oh.
Corbin is stuck in my head. Yeah.
So, I like try to incorporate, some of my, like, it's not really people, I guess. I focus more on like some of like the building structures and stuff is literally stuff that's around here. Like the amphitheater is literally one that I visited. I can't tell you how many times in Branson. So like it's overlooking the lake and stuff like that. I mean, you guys, you know, you're from here. So yeah. So a lot of that. And then like some of the names, most people don't know this, but I incorporated like the Amber Sea. My older sister is named Amber. The Crystal Caves, my younger sister is named Crystal. Key Shell is a mixture of my dad and my mom. Like that's their nickname. So like there's little pieces of my family throughout there that I try to incorporate.
Look, I feel like that just adds like a special touch that you have those pieces in there. I don't know. I just feel like it just makes it so much more personal. I mean, even though it is already personal because it's your idea, your baby, it's coming to life, it's out there for the world, but just having a little piece of home in it, I feel just makes it even more special. I don't know, maybe I'm just fuzzy like that, but.
Yeah, and it always makes me laugh because like when my little sister's being annoying, like when I'm writing, I'm like, I'm not talking about Crystal Caves today. Like I'll write Amber Sea more than I will the Crystal Caves. It's
Take that. How dare you?
Yep.
I love it. So how did you come up with the idea for this trilogy?
So that one is kind of a hard question. But like I said, fantasy is my favorite genre and I don't know, most of them, like if you've read a lot of fantasies, some of the tropes and stuff kind of just blend together. There's so many ones that are just repetitive, which it's with fantasy, it's kind of hard not to be repetitive, as long as you do it appropriately. But there's one thing that always stuck out to me where like all the creatures, like the vampires and stuff, they are always trying to I don't know, one is overshadowing the other. And I wanted to do more like unified. And I knew that from the beginning. I wanted all of my creatures to be able to work together as a unit, just like us in real life, you know. There's things that you guys are better at than I am, but if we brought it together, we could do, you know, amazing things. So I just kind of went with that. I based it off of certain aspects, like a triple point is what I named like the academy. But for some reason in the 4th grade, I was taught this and I always remembered it. But like a triple point is the exact temperature at which a solid, liquid, and gas coexist in equilibrium. So that's kind of where as soon as I wanted to do an academy-based fantasy novel, triple point came to mind, and I was like, oh, okay, so I need 3 creatures, and then it came down to like vampires, witches, and fae, and then all of the ideas just came from there. So
I love that.
yeah.
Now that you said that fact, I remember that fact.
Yep. I don't know why I remember that, but it is just, I think that's the coolest thing.
That is pretty cool. I love that. So far, who's your favorite character and why?
You know, it started out as Corbin, of course, but the more that I write, Aiden is he's my buddy. I just love him so much.
He's so fun. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I am 40% into the book, and the banter, Aiden's banter is just, I'm like, I just want to like squish your cheeks. Like, you're so fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah.
I do like Corbin as well. He's but I'm not gonna lie. Like when I read books, I like the romantasy genre, but I usually I bet it gets better. I can't like my kids have gotten in my way of being able to finish that, and I was like, oh my god, I need to finish this because I'm so hooked. Like hooked. When I am not lying when I tell you that. I'm like, I can't put this down. Like my face is getting hot from it because I love it so much. And I've already lost track of where I was going with that. But Corbin, he is like that dominant male character, which is, I mean, if you've been around my page for any amount of time, that is probably my favorite. So naturally drawn to him. But I also like Raina. Like, she's a badass. And I can't wait to see how that pans out because that's some fire there, and I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Yeah. Okay. So, when you're writing, do you feel like you feel the emotions your characters feel and like what they're going through? And if you do, how do you process that?
So I feel like, yes, I absolutely do. If I write a funny scene, you know, I'm always happy and laughing. There's times I'm literally kicking my feet. There's times where like I'll get sad and upset. But I feel like if you're not feeling those emotions when you're writing, then you're not portraying it the way that it should be portrayed.
You're not doing it right.
Right. And there's sometimes that like I'll feel a certain way, and then I just want to make sure that it's impactful the way that I want it to be. So like I'll step away from writing for a day or two, and I'll come back and reread it to make sure that those emotions come back to me. And then that's how I know like I did good. If I don't get those emotions back immediately, then I need to put, you know, more focus into that.
Yep.
And then there's other parts where I'm just like, I'll write, like when I got to the spicy scenes, I can't tell you how many times where I'm just like, okay, kids, time for bed. Like I need to book research
Go.
with Dad.
It's time for research. Get out of here.
So, yes.
Look, those are the perks, right? Like,
Exactly.
come on. You gotta take advantage of those perks. I love it. Love it. Love it. So, which character was your most favorite to write? Which was the most fun? I almost said funnest. Oh my God, can you believe that? And which one was your most challenging?
You know, honestly, they've all had their certain parts of it. I know that you haven't read all of it, so I won't give too much away. But I wrote different types of bonds, which is my favorite thing about the book. And sometimes it's hard to focus on like how to portray this type of bond with these two characters and what these two characters. It's really hard to explain. Yeah. And so sometimes it's really hard for me to put that in paper of what I'm imagining in my head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I really liked the friendship bonds that they have. Like, to me, that is, you don't really see that too much in books.
no.
Like, people, they develop their friendships and they're close, but you don't really see that other half, because I totally believe that you have two soulmates, your friend and a lover. Like, I'm of that mind in my personal life, and they complete you in different ways. So I loved that piece of it, that was right from the get-go, that they were so close.
You'll learn more about the bonds as you go on, and that's
Yeah.
one of the things that I wanted to do, is make it unique. But it's, as much as the romance is important. I couldn't do life without my husband, but
Yeah.
there's things where, like my sister, I call my sisters my twin flames, 1000%. And there's times where I need them more than my husband
Yeah.
is my comfort. But
That's right.
so yeah, so I definitely want to incorporate that. Like I said, I have kids, and so Frozen, I can't tell you how many times we've watched that one. And so seeing the sister bond in Frozen, yeah,
Girl.
my favorite.
Look, we're on tangent here. I don't know if you have Disney Plus or not, but if you do, they have the Broadway version of Frozen on there. In case you're curious, it is worth the watch.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a Broadway fan anyway, but if you like Frozen, it is definitely worth the watch. And
I'll have to check that out.
my favorite part is when they change her dress and let it go. I'm not going to spoil it for you because it is amazing. So go watch it. Your kids will love it.
Well, my daughters will love that, actually.
Shameless plug for Disney Plus and Frozen here. It's on there. Okay, so can you give us what tropes to expect in your books?
So, like, obviously, it's a dark academy setting. I hit on the enemies to lovers, but it's more like enemies to friends to lovers. Then, of course, like, he falls first, which is my favorite trope ever. Love that. There's like a slow burn. There's some challenges and some trials. Of course, there's fated mates with different types of bonds too. So, yep, there's some spice. Once you get to it, it's a slow burn, but once you get to it, it's well worth it.
I know you said he falls first is your favorite trope. Is that your favorite one to write as well, or do you have a different one as favorite to write?
Well, okay, so yes, he falls first, but I think that really the other one would probably be the betrayal. I didn't think that would be my favorite trope, but once I started writing it, which you'll come to know, it definitely was my favorite. I definitely did the when I was writing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Why did it become your favorite?
Because I tried so hard to hide it, and like my husband read the book, and when we watch, he's not a reader at all, but when we watch movies, probably 95% of the time he can always catch, like, he knows the cliffhanger, he knows who the bad person is and stuff. And throughout my books, he's still like, I haven't explained or like told, even throughout the second book, I haven't told anyone who the enemy is yet, but he still can't, like, everyone he's guessed, it's been wrong. So I think that's been what the most fun about it.
I will say,
knowing something no one else knows.
Yeah, that is fun. I will say that I am like your husband. I can usually pick up the vibe of who it's likely going to be. I have not picked up on any vibes yet. Like, good. So this is gonna. I feel like I'm gonna be fooled, and I feel like this is gonna be like. I don't know if you've read Metal Singer.
I haven't.
Metal Singer. I forget. Metal Singer or Metal Slinger. I forget which one it is. A romantasy type book. I didn't see that one coming either, and I almost threw the book across the room. I was so mad. I was like, what the crap? So I feel like this is gonna be the same. Like, I loved it. I love when that happens. because I don't get fooled too often.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do get fooled, I'm like, yes, that is some dang good writing right
That's how
there.
it was for me
That,
when I read Pen Pal. Like I was like,
oh yeah,
super into it.
yes.
It was like, hang on, whoa.
It's like,
There's like a twist at the end. I'm
what?
like, I was so mind blown on that. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I had that book, like, as I was listening to it, I was like, this is a good, like, 4-star book. And then as soon as the twist happened, I was like, 5 stars. You are a 5-star book just because of that twist at the end.
Right. Like, out of nowhere, I was like, stop.
And it was a horrible twist, too. Like, I mean,
I know.
But then you're like, what?
I know. I was like, oh no.
Horrible.
But that's okay. Okay, so which one of your characters would absolutely ruin someone's life in a good way?
I feel like all 4 of the main characters could. Just because they're, I don't know. Corbin and Aiden are definitely, I don't know. Like Aiden, he's just your grumpy little, like, not grumpy. He's our, like, the golden retriever of it. Corbin is the grumpy one. But I don't know. I just feel like they all 4 could. Maybe it's because of how I picture them in my mind. I just know that they could just freaking ruin somebody. So I don't know. I would say all 4.
That's fair. Is there something that your readers have obsessed over that surprised you?
Honestly, there's a lot of things that they've mentioned that I've really been surprised. But honestly, the bonds, that was my favorite part. I wanted those bonds to be so unique and have multiple ones. But the fated mates it's not a new one. I think almost every romantasy book has fated mates in there, and so for them to really talk about that and for them to explain how much they really enjoyed how I wrote it, I think that's been the best out of this whole experience.
Yeah. I do love a good fated mate, but usually when I read a fated mate, it's with shifters. That's usually like when I see it. Not saying that it's not in other pieces, but there's usually an animal involved in it, which so I can see where people would be like, oh, there's not a shifter in this one, so let's obsess over it.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I love it. Okay, so some fun questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite drink and snack when you're writing?
Ice cream or pineapple. I've been on a pineapple kick lately. I'm not really for sure why. But then drinks, it really just depends on what time of the day it is. So it's either an iced coffee or an Alani or a Dr. Pepper, which is what I'm drinking now. So probably out of those 5 things, that's usually what you'll find on my desk.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Honestly, I'm on a drumstick kick right now, but the fudge kind. I like the one
So
that's
good. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I just hit a spot.
Favorite.
I just hit the spot. I almost got those today when I was at Walmart doing my shopping, but I decided to get ice cream sandwiches instead. So I got those.
You got both of them.
I did, but they only had, they were out of the good ones. So they only had the ones with the peanuts on it. And I am allergic to peanuts. So I can't, which I can cut them off. Like I can cut it off, which is what I have done before, but I didn't want to do that. So I decided to get ice cream sandwiches instead.
Fair enough. Those are good too.
Yes. And I had to get the little ones, the mini ones. So, you know, I feel like that'll make me feel better eating them because they're not the normal size.
Yeah.
Now that you said that you got the fudge ice cream, not with some.
Yeah.
That just sounds really good right now.
I know. I was like, I need some ice cream. I saw my husband threw away a tub of ice cream when I was cleaning out. It was empty, of course, but I was taking the trash out of the trash can and I was like, I want ice cream. So I got ice cream sandwiches.
I'm in the freezer right now, but they're both like vanilla flavor, and I'm like, okay. I don't really eat it very often, but like, unless it's like the fudge ice cream, then I will.
Lemon ice cream?
Ooh.
I am intrigued. I've never seen lemon ice cream.
Yeah, I just made some chocolate covered strawberries today.
Those are
Oh,
good
that
too.
sounds delicious.
I just like, you know what? I woke up from my nap and I was like, you know what? I just want some chocolate covered strawberries.
Just need all the stuff.
Uh,
Mint chocolate chip is good too.
I can't do the mint. Nope, can't do it.
I can only do so much of the mint, but I do love mint. Like minty stuff, like Yorks or like the ice cream and stuff. But yeah, I can only do so much of the ice cream because then it just kind of gets a little bit too much for me.
I bet that's yummy, Donna Sue. Now I want that. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't have a Chick-fil-A near me. I have to go to an hour away to get that.
Oh, damn.
Okay. What's your all-time favorite book?
Probably Harry Potter, only because it was like is such a big part of my life for what, like 10, 12 years, however long that went on for. But recently the Ravenhood series by Kate Stewart. It is.
I've heard a lot of. I have not read that series yet. It's on my list, and I've heard people either really love it or they hate it. There is no in between. I have found it's either one extreme or the other. But I hear mostly really good things about it.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I mean, she did do us dirty in the second book, so. But other than that, it was so good.
I've been told to listen to them instead of read them.
Yeah,
that's one of the ones to listen to.
Yeah, Joe Arden is he voices all three of the main male characters, and they have. I mean, you guys have listened to Joe Arden, so you know how just crazy he can do. Each person is completely different, but one of them is like a Frenchman, and nothing compares to those voices. Nothing.
Look, Joe Arden is one of my favorite narrators. He is so good.
Between him and Corbin King.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is so immensely talented that I will pretty much listen to anything by them.
Yep.
Favorite authors, and why are they your favorite authors?
Kate Stewart obviously is at the top of that list because of the Ravenhood series. This one is so hard because I feel like I have like a favorite author in each genre. Like dark romance, Ruby Darling is.
Oh, she's so good.
Yeah, she is so good.
She's so good.
Yes. Yeah. Of course, like you have your like Sarah J. Maas and your Rebecca Yarros and all those stuff. There's so many good writers out there that it's so hard to narrow it down.
I feel that. I feel like I have almost even like trope wise, I have favorite authors. Like I like mafia romance a lot, and my favorite is Jagger Cole. Like I will always pick up things by him. He's like dark mafia, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Great fun.
I'll have to check him out because I don't think I've read anything by him.
Oh, he's so good. Like it's not often that you find a male writer who can write a good female point of view. And he, in my opinion, does a really great job of not just staying at surface level with you know what I mean? Like most of them just stay like stereotypical of what people think of, right? And he does a very good job of not doing that, which is probably why I like him. But yeah, I love him. I love J.R. Ward.
Yes.
He's one of my faves.
Yeah, he's a good one too.
Yeah. Rebecca Yarros. I have oh my gosh, the last letter on my Audible wish list right now because Teddy Hamilton narrates it, and I have not jumped the gun on it because I know I'm gonna bawl my eyes out.
Yep.
And I'm not ready for that. But it's on my list.
Yeah.
I want to read it so bad, but I don't want to hurt so bad.
Yep. Yeah, my whole family's read it, and all of them are like, Bethany, you have to read it. I'm like, you guys called me still snotting. Like, no, thank you.
Right, Yes, everyone has told me that it's destroyed them, but it's worth being destroyed. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I can't. When I need a palate cleanser, maybe I'll do that. You have to suffer like the rest of us. Join the club, shall we? I love it. Okay, so should your books become movies, who would you cast as your main characters?
Oh my gosh. You know, like as far as Corbin, I would say like a young, maybe like a Tom Hardy. I think that he would be really good. But like the young person. Yeah. With Aiden, I would almost go like Miles Teller, maybe. Chase Stokes is another really good one.
Mm-hmm.
That they kind of both like have that like mentality of where they could hurt some people. They could have, you know, have that obsession, but they're also really funny and do really good, you know, humor. So the girls are probably the hardest ones. There's a girl, did you guys read, what was the series that she played? It had like one of the Sprouse kids in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's got blonde hair.
Riverdale.
Yes.
The series. Yeah, the girl in there, the redhead, her name's like Madeline Pesh or something like that.
Yeah.
She would be a good, like, I feel like, or Rhea, but other than that, I don't know who would play Raina. I honestly don't know. That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. You gotta have someone that's going to embody that warm badassery, because she's not, at least so far, she's not your typical badass who has like the cold shoulder, who has like the bad attitude, like stay away from me, you know. She's very loyal and warm as well. So that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter just texted me and she said, "Shout me out." So hi, Hadley.
Hi, Hadley.
Hi,
How are you, Hadley? I love it. She's like, "Come on, Mom, this is a big deal. I need to be on there."
Yeah. She's 10 and she has tried to read my book so many times, and I keep telling her that's maybe when you're 30, we'll talk about it.
Look, my son, he's 7. Okay, so I took him. I usually listen to an audiobook in the car, not with my kids with me, because they can't hear that. So, but every once in a while, when I connect my phone, it'll start playing the book automatically. So I'm like frantically like, oh God, no. So today that happened when I picked him up from dance, and he goes, "Mom, why can't I listen to your books?" And I said, "They're adult books, buddy. You don't get to listen to those right now." He goes, "I like scary things. I can listen to them." And I go, I said, "This is scary stuff that you haven't seen yet." I said, you're a little bit too young." He's like, "I can handle it." And I'm like, as I'm thinking of, you know, when I've listened to Haunting and Hunting Adeline, where they use objects for fun time. I'm like, I'm gonna traumatize you, kid. You're 7.
Yeah.
I don't
like those little ones. Like my daughter, since she's 10, she's getting into reading. So we got her like the Percy Jackson books and things like that. And she's been into Harry Potter. She's slowly starting to like read it and she wants to listen to it. But even those, I'm just like, you won't get it like you're supposed to get it. Right. You know, like you're not old enough to really understand those small little details and like So sometimes I'm just like, no, I want you to just be a little bit older. That way it hits you like it's supposed to hit you.
Yeah, that's my mother-in-law. When we go up to visit them, she's been reading the Harry Potter. She started reading it to my son. And I'm like, what? That's all going to go over his head. But I love it. But he gets so invested in it. And he loves when I He loves Harry Potter so far. He doesn't understand it as you should when you read it. So he only understands it at a 7-year-old level. But his favorite thing is when we go to Walmart together, he wants me to tell him the story of Zayden and Violet. Every time he's like, will you tell me the story again of Zayden and Violet? And I'm always like, well, sure. So, we give him the PG version of that story. And it's usually like, and then some things happened and then they went here. He goes, I just want to read the book, Mom. I go, we'll talk in like 12 years, okay, kid? Like,
Yeah.
not anytime soon.
Yeah, no,
No, thank you.
My audiobooks was like both my kids are they're like 4, so they're like 3 and 17 months old. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're gonna like, oh hey mom, So I just like listen to it, and they end up falling asleep anyways in the back seat. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's just they're asleep, so I can finish listening to my books.
No, my kids don't do that anymore. They are wide awake, FOMO, repeat any word they hear. So I 100% am waiting for a call from their teacher one day to tell me that they've heard something from one of my books, because look, it has happened. And one time I had those mics that connect like the Bluetooth, right? Oh my god, this is the worst story ever. But I feel as a parent you will appreciate my reaction to this. I was rage cleaning and I was listening to Lights Out for, I don't know, the umpteenth time, because that is a great one to listen to. And the kids had been playing on those Bluetooth mics, right? Which my phone had been previously connected to a different day so they could listen to music on it. So it's, the scene in the room with the knife. And all of a sudden it's no longer in my ears. And it is playing out loud in the other room. And I panicked. Didn't think to pull the phone out to, pause, because that would have been the easiest thing. So I literally go running into the other room and I'm like, stop, don't listen to that. And they're like, what's happening, Mama? And I'm like, don't listen. Oh my god, it was the worst 15 seconds of my life. I was like, oh my god. I had never been more red in my life in that moment, where they're like, what are they doing with the knife? And I'm like, nothing. They're cutting off a string from the bed. Everything's fine.
It's a cut off a string from the bed.
I was like, it's fine. So yeah, be careful, because sometimes your Bluetooth just connects to things.
Yeah.
And your kids might hear it. So, that's fun.
Anytime my audiobooks is playing in the car, the hub's always turns it down. I'm like, okay, pause it so I'm not missing anything.
Right.
So I know it's your car, but I want to listen to it.
My husband always looks at me like, what are you listening to?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, my books. You should listen to them as well, sir. I'm just saying. Okay. What advice would you have for an aspiring author?
I would probably tell anyone who wants to write a book to do it for themselves. I think that has been the biggest thing that I've went through, is that I was proud of what I did. And so when I ended up deciding to publish, I didn't care if a single soul read it, because I did it for myself and I enjoyed it. And you have to kind of just go into that with the mentality, like whatever happens, I'm going to be grateful for it. But just do it for yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. Also, another advice, have you guys heard of the Speechify app?
Mm-mm.
So it's this app that you can upload literally anything to it and it'll read it to you. you can pick like different narrators. You can even like record your voice, and so then like it'll create like a narrator voice, like an AI version of it. And so like I will write a chapter, and then I will upload the PDF to Speechify, and then I'll listen to it, and it has helped like so much with like word repetition and all of that. So that's how my husband actually, because I told you he doesn't read. So when I get done with a chapter, I'll upload it to Speechify, and then he'll listen to it.
I've never heard of that app. That's amazing.
I think I've seen that app before. Don't they have like ads for it, like on like all over like Facebook and stuff like that? And
It's supposed to be able. You could like download a book to it, and it can read you a book.
And it read it to you, and you can like change like different like voice actors. Like you can even do Snoop Dogg or something like that. Yeah,
They have so many.
like have Snoop Dogg read it to you. Okay, but yeah, I know which app you're talking about.
I love that. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, it helped a lot. Like I said, I listen, like sometimes I'll like listen to it I'll write a chapter, and then I'll listen to it on the way to work just to make sure that, you know, everything flows. And
yeah,
that's another thing that I hate though, is because it's obviously not edited, the PDFs that I upload. And so there's words that are like misspelled, and the way that they try to pronounce it, it always makes me laugh.
I love that. That's a good editing tool. I love that. See, that is like to me, that's like a good use of AI stuff. There's a lot of bad things with AI, but it can be super helpful if it's utilized in the right way. That is a good way to do that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks.
Okay, so I hear you have some big news you want to share.
Yeah.
Would you share that with us?
Yes, I'll do it. So I had reached out to Blue Nose Audio last November, and we ended up signing contracts. So I'm going to be working with Blue Nose for my audiobook. Yeah, so it's super exciting. They asked me, they were like, so who do you want? And so, like I said, I did this for myself. So I was just going all in, and I was like, Joe Arden. And they're like, okay, we'll ask him. And in three days later, we were all signing contracts. So, but Joe is so busy that we have to wait, 7 months in order for them to start it. So it'll be out in September. They'll start recording it in July.
That's awesome.
So it'll be a duet multicast audiobook. And so he'll be doing it with Marie Hawkins and Devin Ryder and Rachel Dane.
I love that. Now, who's playing who?
So Joe is obviously Corbin, and then Marie Hawkins will voice Raina, and then Rachel will voice Aurea, and then Devin Ryder will do Aiden.
That's awesome. I am so excited for this. I cannot wait.
I'm definitely saving the credit for that.
You know what? I love this because I selfishly, I am on the Blue Nose ALC team, and I really hope that this one comes out and my ALC picks and I get picked for it.
Yes, I hope so.
Oh my gosh, that'll be awesome. As we've said, Joe is amazing, and he does such great work. He's going to be the perfect Corbin.
Yeah.
Perfect Corbin. Marie Hawkins, she will also be a perfect Raina. She is one of my favorite female narrators.
Mm-hmm.
Elisa, she did Avery in the Unhinged series.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's
She does sassy, strong characters so well. Like that's her niche. Like she's so good at it.
And she does have that little accent as well too, Gemma.
Yeah.
Gemma.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Rachel is fantastic.
Yeah, Rachel is amazing. Have you guys listened to Devin Ryder?
I think Devin's the only one I haven't heard anything with. What does he narrate?
So he's in a bunch of different ones. He did one he's done multiple ones with Joe. He did The Contract, which was just him and Joe. It was an MM book, which was super spicy.
Love that. Sorry.
You're fine.
My thing just fell on me.
Let's see. He did, what was the other one? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look it up now. Because he did another one with Joe. It was, I want to say, I don't know. Let me find it.
Sorry for the background noise, y'all. Like the kids are still up, so it's just my youngest got mad at my oldest.
Yeah, I haven't listened to any Rachel's books directly, but I often join her lives when she's narrating books, and she's so like her voice is so rich and so pure. I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
you could read the phone book and I will listen to that.
Yeah, and she actually, I followed her probably over 2 years ago because she loves the Ravenhood series, and so that's kind of how we
Yes.
connected. So we've been following each other for a while, and so when I wanted Devin and I wanted Joe and I wanted Marie, but I didn't have any idea who I wanted to play Aurea. So I was like, you know what? And I knew Rachel she just started her narration journey when I was going through trying to find, and so I had messaged her and she was like, yep, done.
I mean,
So
done.
I'm excited.
She just got, I just saw that she's doing one of Kate's books.
Yes. She was so
with
excited.
With Anthony Palmini, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. She was just so excited for that. Like, you could just tell the joy that she had for being casted in that. So I can't,
she like bawled when she got the phone call from Kate for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to have to start this series. Kings of what?
Kings of Bolton.
Gotcha.
B. Royce or something. I think that's how you pronounce her name. That's the one that Devin Ryder did it with Joe.
Okay. I'm going to have to check that out.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I think he's the only one that I have not heard. So I will, at least I don't think, it's not ringing a bell at least, but. Yeah.
He's got that voice that it's like, he plays good no matter, I've listened to so many books by him and he is truly amazing, but he's got that, like, he can switch from like instant, like, obsession and like that dark tone that you really want, but then instantly turns into like funny, the golden sunshine. I mean, he'll be a perfect Aiden. Perfect.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it.
I can't wait to hear it.
So excited.
I love it.
Like I said, do you know like an exact date? Like you said it was September. Do you know like the actual like date on when it'll be? Like no, just in September.
For Audible and them to reach back out to us. It's hard. I mean, the contract states that I'll have the audio completed by August 31st, but it's hard I don't want to set the date for like September 1st, because something could happen. Right. And so it'll be in September. I just don't know the exact date just yet.
I love it.
I can't wait. And I'm definitely using a credit. I'm going to save a credit.
That'll be here before we know it.
I know.
I love it. Okay, so what is next for you? Do you already have it all written out, the 3 books, or are we still working on them?
So I'm currently writing the second book. I'm getting closer to being halfway done. I've got it all plotted and stuff. It's just sitting down and writing it. And then, of course, I'll go into the third book immediately after. I'm hoping to have the second book completed this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
After the trilogy, I know that I'm going to continue writing, but I just don't know what it looks like yet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I definitely want you to keep writing because I am hooked, my friend. You have a new fan for sure. I struggle with the fantasy genre in general. I don't know why, because I like it, but for me, world building can be rough. And that's just personally my least favorite part of any romantasy and fantasy book. But I will say that I have not felt that at all with yours. So whatever you did, it is not painful. The world build. Because that's my struggle with the romantasy genre, is the world building. It takes... I feel like usually book 1 is a wash, which is why I have not started ACOTAR, because everyone keeps telling me that book 1 is trash because you're setting the stage for everything, and that once you get past book 1, it's amazing. I just haven't done it yet because that is daunting to me.
Yeah, it definitely it's rough. Like that's what I tell everyone when they start. I'm like, just get to when she gets under the mountain. As soon as she goes under the mountain, you won't put it down after that. It is amazing, but yeah, you just have to get to that point first.
Yeah, no, I have not wanted to put it down at all. Not one bit.
To read it. I haven't had the chance to. I have been so busy with work and then of course dealing with, the car situation and stuff. So I'm just like, and then crazy chaos with these kids. So I'm just like, oh my God. So it's like by the time I get home from work and I'm like literally tired and I like go and like try and read and then my eyes gets heavy. I'm like, okay, I end up falling asleep. So when I have downtime, I will definitely pick up the book and start reading it. So I'm super excited because, like I said, it's just been really tough for me to even like try and pick up a book. And then, like the only time I'm able to read is like when I go pick up my kid from preschool, and I'm sitting in the pickup line and waiting. But most of the times, like I just want to like kind of like collect myself before I have to like grab him and he's throwing his tantrum wanting to ride the bus. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So yeah. I'm super excited, so I can't wait.
Yeah, I feel like my son does competition dance, right? And I was not prepared for, we did it last year, but this year he was in a lot more numbers, so I was not prepared for competition season this year. It kicked my butt, and I thank God for audiobooks, because that's the only way I've been able to read here lately, because I too have an hour commute each way to work. So that's when I get to read.
Yep. That's exactly when I do mine too.
Is when I'm driving. I love it. Okay, so do you have any book events coming up the rest of the year or in 27?
Yeah, so the ones I have 2 so far scheduled in 27. I'm sure there'll be a lot more. The 2 that I have, I can't say just yet, just because they haven't announced it yet. They'll be fun though. But the other one that I have this year is the Book Boyfriend Bash in Texas in August.
Are you going to that?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to that so bad.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
It has such great authors and narrators, and I just want to go to it. I want to just drive down. How far?
That's so fun.
It's in Dallas. No, it's in Midland, right?
Midland, yep.
How far is that from here?
It's like 11 hours or something like that, I think. That's when I looked it up.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's doable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come get me.
Doable. I'll pick you up on the way down. That's in August, right?
Yep, in August.
I want to go to that.
I do too.
Donna Sue says that you could carpool with her.
Let's go, Donna Sue.
Well, someone's gonna have to come and get me.
I have yes. I've learned that there's a lot of people that live around by us. And I'm like, let's just go. I've got an Explorer. I can fit a bunch of people in there. I'll take the car seats out. I'll even clean the car. I do. Yes. She's close to me.
I'm in like in Casey. I'm a little further out.
You are a little further out. Oh.
I know.
What are these stupid puzzle pieces that always pop up on the lives? Dang, Robert, that's even closer to me. See, we're all right here in the area. Mm-hmm. I love it. Gotta love the Ozarks.
Did you guys have any damage with the tornadoes or the hail or anything?
We didn't get any here, but my husband was in Springfield. Oh, and man. His truck took a beating.
I bet.
It is not good. Luckily, it didn't break his windshield. Like, he said some people in his lot, like, they were just literally no windshield left. Mm-hmm. His has a crack in it that keeps growing, so we're gonna have to replace it. So I'm like, I gotta see how much my friggin' deductible is. You know, that adulting crap.
Yep.
Pass. But it looks literally like there are so many dent marks in the hood and on the driver's side of his car. It looks like someone just took a bat to it and just beat the crap out of it. But it missed us here, and it missed us where I work, because I work in Rolla too. So it missed us out there. Thank God. So because I live on a farm, so I was calling my mom. I was like, "Are the cows okay?" Because the hail will kill the cows.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh my God, are they all right?" And she's like, "There's no hail yet." And I was like, "Well, good, because my husband just had baseball-sized hail hit his car." So
Well, they said that hail killed an animal at the zoo in Springfield.
it did. It was an emu.
Yeah. So sad.
I was like, "Good God." They're lucky that's the only one it did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably because the bird wouldn't go inside an enclosure, because we also have birds, and they don't listen. They just fly and roam. I'm glad it missed you too, Donna Sue, because that little baby is so stinking cute. She's got a new mare, foal. I don't know. Is that what they call a baby horse? I don't know. I have cows, so I don't know nothing about horses. But yeah, that's exciting. I can't wait to hear which ones you're going to next year.
Yeah.
Because maybe we'll be doing one that I'm an influencer at, and we will be able to see each other again.
What other ones are you doing this year?
This year I'm going to Rebel and Realms
Okay.
in July. I'm one of the influencers for that. I'm really excited. The Fourth Wing cast is going to be there.
Oh.
So if you want tickets, come see us.
Yeah. Like the graphic audio cast?
Yeah, they're going to have Gabriel Michael's going to be there, Kaya Freites, Rob Morera, who's Riddick, and then Henry Kramer, who's Sawyer. Also Tamlin.
Yeah, Tamlin.
Yeah.
Tamlin. Gosh.
Yeah,
Tamlin.
so they will all be there. I cannot. So it's in Rogers, Arkansas. 2.5 hours from here, from me. And I'm pretty close to you.
Yeah.
So it's not too far from here.
Which one? I did a Fourth Wing one. The Dragon Riders in Arkansas in February. I did that one. That one was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to go to that one. I was at a competition that weekend, so I couldn't go because I wanted to go to that.